I'm Rick Howard, president of Kingdom Magic Vacations. In my job, I get to travel a lot. I explore the world on land and sea, eating in unique restaurants and discovering interesting locations. I'm always looking for new places to visit, and I want you to travel with me. Welcome to Travel with Rick. Well, hey everybody, I'm here with my good friend Charles Aguion. Hey Charles.
Hey Rick.
And we're finishing up our coverage. This is our last week of coverage for Disney's Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. This is the 16th year Disney's been doing that. We've covered desserts. We've covered how far around the world you can go in $100. We've done a lot of different episodes. We've got one more to go this Friday with our friend John Donahue. But Charles and I just did a cool thing, Party for the Senses, right?
Yep, Party for the Senses. It happens every Saturday during Food and Wine. And you know, it's a great event. I can't even begin to describe just the amount of food we got to try that night.
Oh man, it was incredible. There's so many stations set up. They had celebrity chefs there. They had lots of Disney chefs there. Lots of sommeliers and wine people from all over the world,
all
really,
over the world,
right?
Yeah.
But lots of different wineries showed up. We sampled some really great wine, sampled some really awesome food. What was your favorite thing?
Oh, still my favorite food was the short rib and the pretzel bread pudding.
Yeah,
it was a very unique taste.
Yeah, you said you're going to go home and make that pretzel bread, right? I've got to hear that story. Yeah, this was really awesome. We had some cobia that was so good. That was one of the best fish that I had there. The scallops, man.
Yeah.
That scallops with the hearts of palm and the grapefruit was so good. Had some really nice wine. Actually had Conundrum wine there, which is one of my favorite wines at home. So they were there. There was some Camus there for a little while. Camus went fast.
A little bit. I think we had duck breast.
Yeah,
duck breast.
Yeah,
and,
from the chef at 50's
bison.
Primetime.
Bison.
Oh, the bison was
good.
good.
That was really good.
Yeah, and then one of the big highlights was Cirque Du Soleil.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, you can't pay enough to see Cirque Du Soleil in person.
Yeah.
Of course, Rick and I happened to be on the front row.
Right there.
And so the acrobats were pretty close. You got pretty close and personal with one of them.
Yeah, I thought the bicycle guy was gonna. He deliberately. He was going for me. He was. He ran his bicycle right to the edge and then flipped that thing around. Luckily, he knew how far it would go. I had no idea, but I think it came right close.
It did, and you didn't flinch. You didn't flinch. I was really surprised.
Yeah, well, it was a couple of glasses of wine that I'd had actually, but yeah, that was really cool. So yeah, you know, so we had acrobats, we had just the bicycle guy from Cirque, you know, the lady balancing on the thing, just incredible stuff, and then the live music from Cirque du Soleil as well.
I think they almost did their entire show music-wise that night. And it's amazing to see that there's like 5 performers who performed that entire show down at downtown Disney.
Yeah. So it was a 3-hour event in World Showplace, right between UK and Canada, right? So right in that area there, we showed up around, well, we got there early, around 6:30, but we got in about 7:15 or 7:30, so went all the way up until 10:30 or thereabouts. Had some incredible food. It was my first time. I mean, you've been trying to get me to come for a couple years, and it was just awesome.
You know, I think, don't forget the Eat to the Beat priority seating you can get.
Yes, so Big Bad Voodoo Daddy was doing their thing out there. So whoever is on the night that you're there, you get a special priority seating for one of 2 shows that they have. So that's another big thing. Eat to the Beat goes on every night during Food and Wine Festival, and there are 3 shows: 5:45, 6:30, and 7:45, I think. So you can make 2 of those shows for the Party for the Senses. Get special up close and personal seating for that as well. So that's a big plus there.
Now we're forgetting the most important part though of the evening.
Yes.
The desserts.
Oh, dude, tell them.
I tell you what, there was a whole chocolate area, and you know, it was funny because almost everybody gravitated to that first. I kind of waited till the end, and but then they had the Disney chefs in the very back who had all their specialty desserts and chocolate caramel things, and that pear dessert was really good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. And that Mickey shaped thing that you had that was you said was so rich. That was really good. My friend Ray, the bartender from California Grill, was there making a spiced rum kind of. I guess that was more of a dessert drink, you know, kind of thing. But, you know, lots of things going on. You know, like we said, just to highlight it, top wineries with some of their best wines there. So you can sample wines that you may not find at home, or maybe can find at home, but just haven't tried. So you have that. You have top Disney chefs making their best dishes there that night. So you can go and get, like we said, bite size. So
yeah,
if it's something you really don't care for, you
right.
you can pass on it, or you can go back and get more of it. So really, really awesome, and just world-class entertainment with Cirque Du Soleil, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And this year, for those of you who might have special dietary needs, like being vegan, they had a lot of vegan dishes this year. Remember?
Yeah. I got in line for that quite a bit.
Oh, I know you did. But they were there.
They were there, and so there really is something for everybody. We didn't mention the wine view area. That was new this year.
Yeah, there's a special private area where you have a special wine view area. You can pay a little bit more to sit in the private area
for the really, really elite folks, I guess. So that was different this year. So I guess the burning question that I've heard is, was it worth it?
I absolutely think it's worth it. I think it's $145 a ticket. And I'm going to pay $100 plus just to go see that Cirque Du Soleil part.
There you go. And to go and eat at one of the upscale Disney restaurants and order wine, you're going to spend quite a bit for that.
Right.
So if you're a foodie, if you're a wine connoisseur, if you're not and you just want to be like me, if you just like good food and wine and don't really know what you eat or drink so much, if you just want to go there, enjoy a world-class show, have some outstanding choices in food and desserts, and enjoy some great wine. Yeah, if you're that kind of person, it's something you need to do at least once. If Epcot Food and Wine Festival is something you really enjoy, this is something that makes it really, really cool. So we wanted to bring you some coverage of that, let you know about it. Remember, on Friday we've got one more show for food and wine, and we want you to check that out and be awesome with our friend John Donahue is going to be there, and we've got a big announcement on Friday from John Donahue, so don't miss that. Dude, it was awesome having you here. It was great enjoying the party with you. It was really cool.
We're going to do it again next year.
Yeah, so check Charles out. He's on Twitter. You've got a blog too. Tell him about your blog.
I do. I share a blog with several other Disney fans called DisneyFamilyMan.com.
Right.
And so we write a lot of things from the perspective of being a dad.
Yeah, so check that out. He's a great dad, and he loves Disney, and he's got some great tips for visiting here and telling you how you can enjoy Disney more. So visit Charles's blog, check him out on Twitter, and check us back out here on Friday with John Donahue for our last coverage. Our last coverage of food and wine.
Until next year.
Until next year.
That's right.
So long, everybody. Thanks for watching Travel with Rick. See you real soon.
Bye.